What's going on, guys? My name is Sean Harness, and today I want to talk to you guys on how to deal with difficult people. Statistics say that 85% of people deal with conflict on some level in their everyday life. Additionally, at least 29% of people in a workplace setting deal with conflict on somewhat of a consistent basis. I know that a lot of us are under some level of stress right now with so much going on in the world. I feel like with stress comes conflict, and with conflict, the scenario of dealing with difficult people. If we master that skill, which I feel like is a very difficult skill to master, it will take us to new levels in our relationships, personally and professionally. Also, from a goal perspective, it will put us on a whole different wavelength. Stay tuned to the remainder of the video if you want to learn some golden nuggets that I've learned in my life throughout climbing the corporate ladder. I've learned some great things from some mentors, from some psychologists that have allowed me to get to the place where I am to be successful. Let's get started. Run the music. Let's go. What's going on, guys, and welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time joining me, brief introduction. My name is Sean Harness. Professionally, I am an engineer. Also, I have a business strategy background where I have built, managed, and sustained several multi-million-dollar businesses within Fortune 500 companies. The goal of the Harness Wealth channel is to help you secure the wealth you deserve in your everyday life. So on this channel, we'll have discussions about personal finance, business, career, so climbing the corporate ladder, also about lifestyle. I'm going to be posting weekly. You guys will see videos from me every week. I'm going to post on Sundays. So how to deal with difficult people. That's our topic today. When I think of dealing with difficult people, I put them into two major buckets. The first being those people that you deal with that you have a choice to deal with. So that would be, let's say, a friend, an acquaintance, someone you just started dating, right? You don't have to deal with that person if you don't want to. But secondly, that second bucket are those people that you actually have no choice, that you have to deal with, right? So that could be a spouse, so a husband, a wife. It could be a coworker, a boss. Today, my conversation is going to be more about that second bucket. If you find value in this video, do me a favor and hit that like button. Also hit the subscribe button so you can stay informed from when I post new content. If you're interested in learning more about building and sustaining wealth, check out some of the other videos that I have on my YouTube channel. Also, I have a free 3-day money course on my website, seanharness.com. Check that out and let me know what you think. So today, I want to give you 5 tips on how I've learned to deal with difficult people in my everyday life to achieve those immediate short-term goals that I've had. So number 1, I like to say this term, facts over feelings. What I find to be very important is for you to focus on the facts. Focusing on the facts before you focus on how you feel. What do you know to be true about a person or a situation? A fact is something that you can prove. You pull up to work every day and someone is in your parking spot that's marked with your name on it. Someone's in your parking spot. These are things that you know to be true. Learn the things that make you tick. What makes you upset? What causes you some angst when you're dealing with someone? Once you've had an opportunity to understand what makes you tick and also what the facts are of the situation, then you can approach someone. You can have a discussion and talk about those facts. Whether this person feels that it was right or wrong for them to do it, you know what things are right and wrong. But you also now know the fact of what actually happened versus how you feel about why or what actually happened in that specific scenario. So number 2, give a person grace. A lot of us who've grown up in certain areas and certain demographics, right, certain environments, we have this term of, we talk about grace, that you're being a little softer. You're having a little bit more patience with that person. You may be a little bit more gentler as you're having that conversation with them, and you're not so aggressive. Another piece of this conversation that I think is very important. So going back to some psychological terms I learned when I was in grad school, Maslow's hierarchy is a needs pyramid, which essentially everyone has. Everyone has a lot of basic needs that we need in everyday life. So a lot of us need food. We want to feel safe. We want to feel some sort of sense of belonging. That's at the bottom of the pyramid. And then when you get to the top of the pyramid, part that's at the top of the pyramid is something called self-actualization. So self-actualization is something where you essentially reach your best version of yourself, right? A lot of us who are overachievers, a lot of us who are working hard are striving to be the best version of ourselves. So I bring this up because there are some people that essentially they're not getting those basic needs. And because of that, it's throwing everything off. Number 3, be proactive, not reactive. We're talking about here, if you notice that something is off with someone, approach the situation right away. It may be a little bit uncomfortable at first. Allowing yourself the chance to approach the situation, ask some questions, it will reduce the chance for misunderstanding or misinterpretation later on down the lines. Number 4, and this is a tough one even for me, don't take anything personal. In the workplace, for example, discussions, arguments, conflict happens all the time. Don't personalize the behavior. They may have something very personal that they're dealing with at home. So much goes into behavior. And with that being said, I think it's interesting that until you notice and understand the patterns behind that specific person's body language, their behavior, the tone of their speech, these are all elements that you can kind of take in and kind of understand and monitor as you're beginning to work with this person on an everyday basis. And one thing that I've learned from my mentors is a lot of times most people's behavior have nothing directly to do with you. It has more to do with them. Number 5, and lastly, maintain your positive energy. When dealing with difficult people, it's easy to get depressed, to feel angry, to feel discouraged, all of those negative elements that come along with the stress of dealing with some level of conflict. I've learned that it's very important to find ways to keep yourself centered. It's very important for you to have that balance, some sort of mental health exercise that will allow you to keep going. So we're talking about listening to your favorite album. We're talking about working out or staying active on a daily basis, or just making sure that you're eating healthy foods that will allow you to move more freely, be more limber. These are all elements that, again, will contribute to you maintaining that positive energy, that positive vibe that you need in order to meet and exceed those goals that you're trying to achieve. And if you found this video helpful, be sure to hit the like button. Also, be sure to hit the subscribe button so you know when I post. I will be posting weekly, so look out for videos from me on Sunday. I have a free 3-day money video course for you to check out on my website, SeanHarness.com. If you like some more tips on how to level up in your business and your career. Until then, peace, guys.